Hi everyone, welcome to Heaven Healing and Tarot. This is Christina. Today's pick a card is who is our future spouse. So we'll get a sneak peek into our person's personality. Before I get started, I always send out some healing. So take a deep breath with me. You ready? All right, here we go. Let's see. Pile 1, teal. Pile 2, white. Or green. Sorry, it's green. It's really white flower, but it's green. Sorry. Teal, green. Oh, I gotta sneeze. I'm sorry. Purple and yellow. So pile 1's teal, pile 2 green, pile 3 purple, pile 4 yellow. Sorry, that is terrible. I don't know what the smoke is affecting me or if it's like bringing the pollen down out of the trees. I don't know, but my allergies are bad today. So bear with me. My eyes itch, my nose is running. Anyway, here we go. Take a moment, pick the pile you are most drawn to, and we'll get a sneak peek into your person's personality. Okay, pile 1, you chose this beautiful teal color flower. This one's for you. Let's get your cards here. Two of Pentacles, Strength, Hierophant. 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. All right. So it looks like your person takes on a lot. I think they do this. They just take on a lot. So I kind of feel entrepreneurial energy here where they take on a lot of responsibility. Either that or there's somebody who has more than one job or a job and they have, say they work full time and then they go coach Little League and then they are on the board of, some other charitable thing. They take on a lot is what I'm getting. But this is also somebody who can roll with the punches a little bit. Like they're able to deal with what life throws at them. They might get stressed out, but they deal with it, and they are willing to take chances. They're willing to take risks to achieve their goals in life. They tend to have luck on their side. So for the most part, they're good-natured, maybe a little sarcastic at times, but in a funny way, not in a nasty way. I don't know. I like your person so far. They could be a Leo with that strength card here, but I'm feeling more like they just possess a lot of really good qualities. They're courageous. They're heroic at times. They're compassionate at times. They're confident. There's somebody you could look to for guidance. Like they've probably been through a lot because they take on a lot. And again, the Hierophant, traditionally the Hierophant's a spiritual teacher, right? So this again is somebody that somebody that people look to for guidance. Somebody that they look up to or respect. It could be somebody who might be a little bit older than you. Doesn't have to be. This person tends to be, they're not afraid to take risks, but they tend to be more traditional. They tend to do things the tried and true way. Like they're kind of like, if it ain't broken, don't fix it, right? But at the same time, if they see like an opportunity, they're not afraid to take a risk either. I know sometimes it's hard to describe what I get. 7 of Pentacles tells me that your person doesn't take a lot of time to enjoy life. Even though they enjoy what they do, they like their life, but like they don't take a lot of times for vacation or downtime. They don't do downtime. This is a person that stays busy. They take on things because, I don't know, it's something like they don't feel like they do enough. And that's not really necessarily true. All right, so that's like not the right words is what I'm saying. Is like, I think they're hard on themselves. I think that maybe they feel like they're not enough. So they do a lot for other people and for like I said, organizations and charities and stuff. Like they do a lot for other people because I think deep down there's some kind of issue here where they don't feel like they're enough. And I think that they really are. I think that they're an amazing person. I think they like being social. I think they like bringing people together with the Four of Wands here. They like keeping in touch. I think sometimes they might hide their feelings, though. Like, if they're really, really, really angry at somebody, like, if they're really that angry, they're not going to be able to hide it. But I think that if they're annoyed with people, they try not to show it. They try to tamp it down. I don't know why I'm getting that, but that's just an aspect that's coming up. So there you have it. Overall, like your person a lot. So let's get some more cards here. You know what? I'm shuffling I want to shuffle these first. Hang on. Let me get something. Dropped on the floor. Figures. Hang on. Okay, sorry about that. So we got a change for the better with the butterfly. So I feel like when you guys get together, it's going to be a change for the better for them, right? You're going to help them see, like, maybe they do too much. Maybe you help slow them down a little bit. Maybe you help them realize their worth and take more time for themselves. But then here's the next card. You need to defend yourself. So your person might have a shield up, right? They might have a shield up. They might be guarded. So you're going to have to break their walls down just a little tiny bit. You know how I said before where they might not show their emotions. They might hide, like if they're annoyed or angry, they might hide it. I think this ties in with that. Like they put a shield up. They put a mask on to hide their emotions because they don't want to seem vulnerable, right? They don't want to feel weak. All right, so since I shuffled this deck, we're going to pull this card here. She-wolf, unleash the wild within. So I think your person needs to be reminded that, you know, there are times when they can just be wild and let it go and like not be so responsible. You know, that sometimes you got to just like let loose and you know, let that wolf out. Let them go prance and prowl and, you know, howl at the moon. Just have some fun. So I think your person is I think you're going to help your person learn that to take a little bit more time to enjoy life. Like I don't want to say that they don't enjoy life because I think what they do things that they enjoy. Like I feel like they enjoy their work. They enjoy helping others and doing things for others. But it's not like vacation just for them. It's not like they're going to get massages just for them. You know what I mean? Like they don't do things just for them. It's always to benefit other people. And I think that they enjoy that, but I think there's times where they just need to, you know, forget the worries for a little bit and let loose and have fun. So hopefully you'll get to help this person see that, you know. And my ex-husband was a little bit like this, because he would, every time we would get, like, first of all, he would fight me for going on vacations. He never wanted to go on vacation. Once he was there, he enjoyed it, but like 75% of the time, he was on his phone managing the business. Like you couldn't get him off the phone. Like, you couldn't get his mind to turn off of work, unless he was drinking, which turned into a problem. So that wasn't good. I'm not saying that your person's going to have an alcohol problem, but I'm just saying that your person just sometimes can't shut off things when they should, when they need time to just relax and have fun and be free. So, okay. The Ring Master of Scrutiny, discernment, clear vision, and details. All right, so this is all about, what is this all about? Paying attention to the details, scrutiny, discernment, clear vision. It's about staying present, noticing the details, being observant. Okay, so this is what your person, I think, needs to learn. They think they need to learn that grand gestures are amazing, right? At times they're amazing and wonderful, but it's really about the details. It's really about the small things, you know? So waking up and or getting a good morning text, or, you know, I love you during the day, or, you know, bringing home their person's favorite candy bar, or, you know, a coffee or something like that, like doing nice little gestures. So either your person really does all those things, he does the little things, and he might not make the grand gestures, or he tries to make up for not being present by giving grand gestures. And sometimes, like, that's not, I mean, they're wonderful, but they're not enough. Like, you want the little things. The little things do add up. The little things show you how much they care. So I'm not sure which way it's going, but either way, you could take it how it resonates. But your person needs to work on that. If they do one, they need to work on the other. If they do the other, they need to work on the opposite. All right, I didn't say that very well, but you guys understand my meaning, I'm sure. Denial. You know, when we're in denial, we're only kidding ourselves, right? We're not. So this is like, sometimes your person might not see things because they, everything's fine. Everything's fine. No, everything's not fine sometimes. Sometimes you got to notice it. So that leads me to believe that the card before it is they need to notice the details. The grand gestures are amazing, but they need the details. So they need to see that is when something's not working. I think that they think I'm a provider, I'm a hard worker, I do nice things for people, I'm a good person. Yeah, that's all amazing, but sometimes it's the little things. You know, noticing that you got a haircut, noticing that you're wearing a new outfit, noticing that you put on makeup for them, or put on cologne for them, whatever. Like, it's noticing the details sometimes that matter to people. So, yeah. Okay, let's see. And by all means, this does not make your person a bad person at all. I actually really like your person. I just think that they have to notice some things. They have to get a clue sometimes. But they're very imaginative. They're very creative. They create things. Like I feel like it's more like business. Like they create business opportunities, or they create, I don't know. They could, I don't know. But I think your person's creative. Sorry, not getting it out the way I need to. It's time to release negativity. All right, so sometimes they might hold on a little bit too much. Maybe they hold grudges. They got to release that. They got to learn to let go, learn to forgive, especially themselves. Follow your passion. I think your person does that. I think they follow their passion. I think they like to work. They like to make money. They like to be successful. They like that recognition. They like that, look what I've accomplished type of thing. So I think they do follow their passion. Okay, they just have to learn a little bit of balance. That's all. So at the very least, your person's going to be an amazing provider. They're going to provide well. Let's see. Water. Emotional well-being. Oh, they hide their feelings. That's what that card's about. They hide their feelings. They need to, they're feeling them. Don't get me wrong. They're feeling them, but they hide them. Are they a Scorpio? Scorpios do that. Anyway, they gotta learn to be more in touch with their feelings, and they need to learn how to heal those feelings better. So water is a cleanser. Water always is very healing. So if you can, throughout your relationship here, get your person to the beach or to the lake. Take them fishing. Do something around water a lot, because I think that will revive and recharge your person. Okay? That's just my advice. All right, so do we get charms or do we get initials? All right, they're saying charms this time. All right. Let's pull some charms. Look at that. I talked about water. Maybe you guys need a boat. Maybe you need to buy a boat. You guys are going to be supported. So the angels will help you through this relationship. And you guys are soulmates. You're meant to be together. And you do have the keys to success. You will. Just trust your intuition on certain things. But I do believe that this love is going to grow and bloom and blossom and be a gift from the universe. Or your person, like I said, I think they might do grand gestures. So you might be getting gifts. It's not a bad thing. Sometimes gifts are really nice. But yeah, I feel like your person is pretty independent. So... all right, Pile 1, that is what I have for you. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment. All those things help me, and I appreciate you for it. Till next time, love and light. Hi, Pile 2. If you chose this green flower, it's technically white, but it's green, then this one is your reading. Let's get your cards. 9 of Cups. 2 of Swords, 10 of Wands, the Death card, 3 of Pentacles. All right, well, your person is someone who really tries to enjoy life, right? So I think they make some money because they really like to have fun. Or... yeah, I kind of think they have money. I don't know. I feel like they enjoy life. They might be a little flashy. I don't know. Not in a bad way. but they're in a way that makes them comfortable in their own skin, which is good. They pretty much, they try to have a positive outlook in life. Two of Swords. That person seeks harmony. They hate confrontation. They hate toxic environments. I think their decisions depend on how they're going to affect other people. So your person's compassionate. They don't like to rock the boat. And sometimes they find it hard to speak honestly and truthfully. Like they have a hard time sharing their feelings if they're afraid it's going to hurt somebody else's feelings. And they're extremely private. So, as a spouse, they might tell you their secrets and their fears and how they feel, but they're not going to want you to share that with anybody. They're going to be like, I'm not telling my parents this. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be private. They're not going to want you to post a lot on social media and stuff like that. Well, they might allow you to do that, but they're more private. It's going to be more general information, not really details. But I do feel like your person is very hardworking. I feel like they are prone to self-punishment, even overexhaustion at times, because they choose to put others' needs above their own. So they might go above and beyond for people, which is a nice quality, but sometimes you have to make sure that they're recharging. Now, the Death card, this, I don't want to say it worries me, but it just feels like they have a sadness inside of them. They have to learn to let go of what they can't control. I don't think you see that sadness. Like, I don't think they show it to the outside world, but I do feel like it's embedded inside of them somewhere. I don't know where it's stemming from, but there is a sadness to them. But you know what? They still are a very good team player. They do have good communication skills with people around them, but not when it comes to feelings, though. You know what I'm saying? Like they're very diplomatic and they have communication skills, but they're not going to tell people how they feel. They're not going to get private. Not going to get personal. But this person has integrity. And they do possess problem-solving skills. So they do help others a lot. And they're really good listeners. They're not really good talkers. But they'll listen to you. Let's see what else we're going to get here. Family wishes come true. So I think they really do want a family. Waiting for news, package, or a letter. So I just feel like I feel like that's saying that that like luck is on their side. Like they're always waiting for good news. They're always receiving something good for their work or positive results. I just feel like that's a very positive card for them. Protection, guardian, drop their shields. Yeah, first of all, they are going to be protective of you. They're going to be very protective of your family, your security, your happiness. They're going to be protective. But they also have to learn to let their guard down a little bit. Because they don't trust easily. Like I said, there's a sadness to them. So they do have shields up. And that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to have shields up with you, maybe at first. But once they learn they can trust you and count on you, they'll let you in. But they're going to be naturally guarded with the outside world. Positive expectations. Okay, so I think this relationship's going to work out. I think it's going to be beautiful. I think they see you as somebody who's beautiful, or they are very beautiful and they need to see themselves like that. But I kind of feel like they're very attractive. I don't know why. I just do. I think it's because of this Nine of Cups where they like enjoy life. Like I kind of feel them being a little, I don't want to say conceited because I'm not getting conceited, although I think that they have a right to be conceited, if that makes any sense. I think this person is good looking. I think they have money. I think they just can do things. The money allows them to enjoy life. So that makes them a little bit showy. Maybe to their friends, or maybe they drive the fancy, sports car or something like. But I don't feel like they're conceited for some reason. And I think that they could very well go down that road, but they don't. They don't. I do think that they're humble. I know, I don't know why, but I'm feeling flashy but humble. It's so strange. Because usually when I get flashy, it's like, all right, let's tame the ego. And I think this person has their ego under control, believe it or not. Discipline. See, I think they do have discipline. I think they do. I think they are a hard worker. I think they are very disciplined. Like when they know they have to do something, they're going to be disciplined with it. Like say they wanted to go on a diet, they're going to follow the diet. If they want to, build muscle in the gym, they're going to go to the gym every day. They're going to be disciplined about it. They're going to have a routine. They're going to accomplish things they set out to do. They're very disciplined. That's not saying that they're not going to, take a break every now and then. You could probably get them to take a break from things, but for the most part, they're pretty disciplined. Trying to please everyone. Yeah, they do have that quality. They do want to please a lot of people. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. I think they do need to learn a little bit of balance in their life. I think they might go overboard with making other people happy versus what is truly making themselves happy. Blaze your own trail. See, I think that if you're the type of person who's a little more independent, who has like their own career path, their own like hobbies, their own thing, I think they'll respect you more than always constantly needing to be with them, because I think they like to do what they do. So they're going to need time and like allowances for that. So I think that if you have your own career, you could blaze your own trail, like you're not dependent on them for your happiness, this relationship would work so much better. So hopefully you have your own career goals and your own friends and your own hobbies that you can occupy your time when your person wants to occupy their own. Cosmos mirrors you. Your person projects a lot. They need to not do that. They need to change their thoughts sometimes. They need to realize that, with law of attraction, what you think you are, So if they think that life is tough and life is hard and you have to work hard to get what you want, that's what's going to happen for them. So if they think that life is easy, life is beautiful, life is kind, then life will be easy, beautiful, and kind. You know what I'm saying? They need the universe mirrors you. So if you want positive, you got to be positive. If you want abundance, you got to be abundant. So I think that your person has to learn that. And I'm not saying that they won't. They might. They will. You can help them. But, whenever they gotta let the negativity go sometimes. Okay. They definitely have their piece of the pie. I feel like they are very abundant. I do feel like this is a soulmate. That you have loved them before, you will love them again. There's your angels. They're with you here. They're saying this is okay. This is a relationship that's going to be good for you. Trust your intuition, right? Oh, look at all these angel wings. You got a lot of angels here, loving you, supporting you. So you got the divine on your side here. But look, we got the death card again, the death charm. Maybe that is just Scorpio energy. It could be Scorpio energy, but maybe they did have an ending in their life that has, affected them that they haven't gotten quite over yet. I don't know, but I think for the most part, sorry about the dogs. I don't know what they're freaking out over. But I think that with the tiger, like, they're brave and they have the ability to live up to their potential. So, and I think that they will. I do see they like to have fun. That's my bunny with the tennis racket. They do like to have fun. And I feel like if they do get down, they do get back in the saddle. It might take them a little bit, but they do that. They get back in the saddle. They don't stay down forever. They're not down and out. They get back up. They figure it out. So anyway, that is what I have for you, Pile 2. I hope it helped you in some way. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment. All those things help me, and I appreciate you for it. Till next time, love and light. Hi, Pile 3. If you chose my purple flower, then this one is for you. Let's get your cards. 3 of Swords, King of Cups, 9 of Swords, your person's a worrier, 6 of Wands, 8 of Wands. Your person's a worrier, but they're successful. I don't know. Let's see. Let's take it one step at a time here. 3 of Swords is somebody who gets easily offended. Probably history has taught them to be jealous, which is rooted in their fear of abandonment. And they could be kind of clingy. I know, you guys are going to be, I don't want this person. Nobody's going to hold a knife to your throat. You don't have to marry this person. This energy can change if you don't like it. But giving what's coming out. This is, you picked the pile. I didn't. I didn't pick the cards either. They came out. So this is the message. If you don't like it, it's okay. You could pick a different pile. But the path that you're on right now, this is the type of person that you're going to meet. And I'm not saying they're a bad person, because they got some good cards here. But they are somebody who gets easily offended and hurt because of, their fears. Their fears of abandonment. Like I said, they can be clingy. Now you got, they're also the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is very loving. All right. And very, wanting to take care of their family. Very supportive. So, they do have a pure heart. They want to be generous with people. They just tend to get their feelings hurt a lot. So, I don't know. It could, they could suffer from depression. That doesn't make you bad. I suffered from depression at one point in my life. So it doesn't make you a bad person. But they have this like mental anguish over the past. And sometimes they're unable to move forward because of it. They feel weighed down. They feel like sometimes their life is out of their control, and they don't like that. But you know what? I feel like they're very successful in what they do. So I feel like if they have a career, that they're accomplished in their career. And I feel like they could be like a goal-oriented person. Like they want to achieve success. They want to reach their goals. And they probably like to be in the spotlight. They'd like the attention. Now, though the Eight of Wands could tell me that this was love at first sight for you. I do feel like your person wants to travel, though. I kind of feel like they might be good at multitasking. I do feel like they're highly motivated. And I do feel like they kind of like competition. Even though they get their feelings hurt when they lose. Like, it's so strange, but I still feel like they're competitive. I don't know. That's kind of weird, but it's what's coming out. It's what I'm getting. Let's see. They got a lot of love to give. Look, they're the King of Cups. They're going to be good family people. Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. I think they hesitate. I think that's about action, about knowing when it's time to take action. And I think your person doesn't do that. I think they hesitate. I think they have a lot of anxiety. I think they're scared to do things sometimes. I think they're afraid to make decisions for themselves. They might want others to make decisions for them. I forgot to get these cards, so I'm going to do that now. Their best friend might have moved away. They might not be close. Like one of their good friends that they counted on is no longer in the area, and that could add to their fear, right? But look at this. You got heart, love, deep affection, and caring. So your person's got a huge heart. Well, we already knew that with the King of Cups. So they are very loving. They're just a little fearful, a little, I don't know, anxious. They might be codependent. Shadow Queen, acquiring knowledge, insecurity. Yeah, insecurity right there. Manipulation. They might try to manipulate you to get things that they want because they're insecure. I think they lack clarity and knowledge on how to move forward with things. Like they don't make decisions, or they have a very hard time making decisions. Like they're afraid of making mistakes. They're afraid of being hurt because they've been hurt a lot. But I also think it's because they're overly sensitive. Bravado. Yeah, they need to learn how to be brave and be a little more independent, not so clingy, to do things for themselves. Yeah, I definitely feel like they need to be a little bit more brave. But again, if you're somebody who is a nurturer and likes to take care of people, this person is perfect for you. They're gonna be very loving. They are gonna give, and they are good at what they do. Mortality. Life is brief, beautiful, and yours to live. So yeah, this person needs to learn to enjoy life a little bit more and not be so anxious. They need to step out of their comfort zone. Exactly. It's hard to do that, though. It's hard to push yourself out of the comfort zone. I struggle with it every day. Archangel Gabriel. That's saying Archangel Gabriel is helping your person and giving them hope. Hope that they could conquer their fears and live life more fully and more, find more happiness in life, more joy. So Archangel Gabriel is with your person, so, they could eventually get better. Not that they're terrible. They're not terrible. I'm telling you, they're not. I'm making it out to be a lot worse than it is. Passion. Look at this. They got to learn to live life with passion, but I feel like you guys are going to have passion together. I think you're going to be passionate about each other. But I do feel like they need to follow their passion or learn what that passion is, or learn to live life with passion. That's what I really want to say, is because they have too much anxiety. They're not living life to the fullest. So, all right, let's get some charms. Again, don't beat me up. It's not my fault. But your person's a good person. They are. They're very loving. And they're good at what they do. So, I don't know. You got some support here. And look, this relationship will be solid. It will be. Your person's not going to leave you. They won't. They'll always be afraid you might leave them, but they're not going to leave you. They're going to want to build a family with you, right? They got the best friend charm, so it could be their best friend moved away, and that also gives them some anxiety. But you could become their best friend. Expect a miracle with this one. Nice. There might be some times when, no, I feel like that's about being confident and sexy for some reason. Maybe you need to make them feel confident and sexy. I don't know. Anyway, follow your intuition. Trust your gut. Your person needs to do that more. But it could be magic. That's the magic mushroom. And your person could be very... maybe they should learn to keep a journal and write things down, write their emotions down. It might help get them out. All right, pile 3, that is what I have for you. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment. All those things help me, and I appreciate you for it. Until next time, love and light. Hi, pile 4. If you chose the yellow flower, then this one is your reading. Let's get your cards. Page of Cups, the Magician, Temperance, 6 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, double sixes. Whenever I see double sixes or multiple sixes, I always think, okay, you're on the right path. You're doing what needs to be done. You're going in the right direction. Keep going. But anyway, let's take this one card at a time, right? Page of Cups. This person is highly intuitive, sensitive. They probably have a loving and gentle and warm personality. They like to feel wanted and needed. It just makes them happy to help people. They can be emotional. Sometimes they can be shy. They do try to avoid conflict, but they won't back down from it. Just saying. Don't push your person too far. The Magician, tells me that they can create magic. That your person just feels very spiritual, especially with the Page of Cups, the Magician, and the Temperance card. They just feel very spiritual. So you could be working with a psychic or a energy healer, light worker of some sort. But I think that they're creative. I think they're skillful. I think they understand things that others might not understand. I think they have very excellent reasoning skills. However, they could make hasty decisions sometimes. Sometimes they can be impulsive, but not all the time. They can be a smooth talker. They can easily seduce. So, your person's probably very sexy. in an odd way, I think. Not in the like traditional way. I think in an odd way. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I don't know. I think that with the Temperance card, your person tends to take or tries to take a balanced approach to life, where they can see both sides and they try to meet in the middle. Or, like I said, they could be a healer or have psychic abilities. But I feel like they have like this natural gift for diplomacy. Maybe not for themselves, but for others. Like if others come to them and they need advice, they'll show you both sides of it, and then they'll show you how to meet in the middle. So I feel like they're very excellent mediators. Now, the Six of Swords tells me that your person's inquisitive. So they like to know things. They're strategically minded, always looking for a new approach to solve a problem. So they're smart. They're smart. They're strong. They're reliable. They deeply care about those in their lives. They're willing to help their friends and families when they can. Yeah, like I said, they tend to be balanced. You know, they're going to meet you in the middle. So they're going to give you equal give and take, or if not, give a little bit more. But you got to give some in order to receive with them. I feel like if you give nothing, they're going to give nothing. But if you give 10%, they'll give, 50 or 100 even. You got to give to receive with this person. I don't know why, but that's what I'm kind of feeling. So at least make an effort always. And they'll see, well, they're trying to make an effort, so I'll make an effort. Oh, you know what? I've been forgetting this whole pile. I don't know why. I'm going to get these cards. I did it for like almost every single pile. I don't know what is wrong with me today. They're like staring right in front of me too. What do we got here? News or birth of a new business or an opportunity. Your person could be an entrepreneur, or you guys could just have kids together. Okay, your person could want a family, but I feel like they want to have their own business or something. Happiness. You're gonna find happiness with your person. Love that. Love that. All right, that's good. So good things there. Then, we got the Trader. Energy exchange to create abundance. This is your person for sure. Remember what I said about balance and equal give and take. Your person knows how to balance. Like, it's an equal exchange type of thing. Your person is the Trader. They're the Temperance card. They are somebody who, all right, take for instance what I do. Okay, so I am a tarot card reader for people, right? I give readings. So sometimes I don't like to charge for my readings. But there has to be an equal energy exchange. So if I don't charge for my readings, then I'm getting nothing and you're getting everything. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll say, okay, if you do this for me, then if well, if I do this for you, then you're going to do something else for me. It doesn't have to be monetary. Like maybe you'll fix my car, right? I'm going to give you a tarot reading if you fix my car. Something like that. I don't know. But there's still an exchange. There's an energy exchange, right? There's a give and take. That's what your person is. Your person is very fair. They like that equalness. And like I said, it doesn't really have to be equal, because the part to fix their car could have been just a spark plug, which cost $2. But a reading, it depending on the reading, it could, be $100 or more. So it doesn't have to be equal monetary. It just has to be an exchange. And I think your person's okay with any kind of an exchange, but they like things to be fair. All right, and balanced. I hope I got that out right. But I do feel like your person could be a light worker. I really do. Or spiritual in some way. Desert Prince, survival, false promises. Ugh. I think that's why they like that fairness, or that equal energy exchange, because people have made false promises to them and they've been disappointed in life. I really do feel that way. But let's see what else we got here. Be tough, have courage, and dare to dream no matter what the circumstances. It may seem hard at times, but not only will you survive, you will thrive if you push yourself, okay? Dry spells are also true tests of faith and courage. Expect nothing less than what is in your most precious dreams and watch miracles manifest. So, magician here, your person's definitely a magician. They can definitely make their dreams come true. They can attract it, right? They can create it. They can manifest it. So, I just feel like your person needs to push themselves a little bit more out of their comfort zone. But I do feel, again, like they might have been hurt. People might have taken advantage of them in the past. And I think they're finally at a point where they're going to stand up for themselves, and they're going to be like, no, I'm sorry. As much as I care about you, you cannot take advantage of me. It's not happening. Here we go. Balance again. This card is all showing you who your person is. You need to be fair with them. That's all. We're all mad here. Everyone is a little different. Okay, so especially if your person is an energy worker, a tarot card reader, a psychic, a medium, and, a Reiki Master, whatever, they're a little weird, right? They're a little different than everybody else. But I think that's what's really attractive about them, because they see the world differently. They're not like everybody else. So I think it's very attractive. Your hard work is paying off. So your person is a hard worker. They do put their all into things. They're not afraid to get their hands dirty. Battle of the Blues. Take steps towards positive change. I think your person does that. I think when something doesn't feel good or feel off, they've learned to push forward and to do things to change the situation to make them better, especially if they're an energy worker. They know to do this. So at times they could get upset or whatever, but they'll push through it. They're not somebody who's going to sit in depression for long. They're going to make positive changes, and they're probably going to make positive changes to your life as well. You got a lot of happiness here with them. Air, fly free, 13. This relationship's going to take off. It's going to soar. It's like you guys are going to know how to deal with each other. You're going to breathe. It's about breathing air into each other. It's about living. It's about soaring. It's about flying. I do think that this relationship is going to take off, and I think that you guys will be married for a long time. I do. I think it's going to be a very successful union for you. All right, let me pull you some charms. Sorry. Let's see. Yeah, this person's going to make you smile. I feel like they're like different than your normal type, but they're going to make you smile. They're magical. They're totally magical. Look at this unicorn here. They got Cupid here, so you're going to fall for this person. Look, just being you. You're going to love them for just who they are because they're pretty amazing. There's the music adapter, so you guys might have a lot music interests in common. You might like the same type of music. You might go see concerts together. I don't know. This relationship is going to be protected with the thimble here. You guys are going to be able to mend and fix things when things go wrong. You guys are going to be able to sew it up and fix it. This relationship's going to survive. It really will. So, I don't know. I like it. That's what I have for you, Pile 4. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment. All those things help me, and I appreciate you for it. And until next time, love and light.